Here you go. What is the annual cost to insure an apartment? So that's tenant insurance. Remember that, because after today, I'm going to mix it up with homeowners insurance, like actually owning a home or renting. Okay, so that's going to be the difference. So apartment, 65,000 comprehensive, $200 deductible, before and after tax. So we want them both. Okay. So here we go. You must pick a value from your table. You go to tenant. And how do you pick a number, right? Well, you need the coverage amount, which is 65. And you need to know if it's standard or comprehensive. In this case, it's comprehensive, right? It's right there. So we go 65. It's 400 bucks even. So if I use my insurance formula, this is the table rate right here, 400. And then there's the plus overage times a dollar amount over 1,000, square brackets times 1.07, no, 1.10, right? I have to make sure I stay consistent, times 1.07, okay? So this part, ka-ching, ka-ching, that's gone, right? You don't have overage. You're staying within the numbers that are given here. So you're not going additional, right? You're not going over, so that's gone. Do I need this part? It's a $200 deductible, so yes, I need to keep that there. It says before and after tax, right? So I do need this here, okay? And so there we have it. Hello, page 53. Insurance is therefore 400 bucks. That's it. That's all that happens in the square brackets. You can drop them, okay? There you go. So 400 times, what's what I'm going to do here? 1.10, 1.1 is the same thing. 440, I'm just going to do this part here. Just to show my audience that, you know, I want to be able to say that this is before tax. Okay, this part right here. The 440, that would be it. If it asked you before tax, you would not go ahead and multiply by 1.07. But I'm going to go ahead and now add the 7%. So make sure you pay attention, because later you're going to be the teacher when you do the whiteboard work. Okay, so that's 470.80. This is after tax. Morning. After tax. There. Okay. So you've got before and after tax. And so, can I ask you something? How could this person, we don't know who this person is, no name, but how could you reduce your insurance premium? How could you pay less per year? What could you do? Like, let's go up here. Like these things, right? Look at the formula. What are some of the things we could change? Like, how did we get this number, for example? We picked 65,000. We paid comprehensive. Okay, we paid this. All right. So changing to standard would reduce your premium, correct? Okay. You're with me, right? What else could you do? What else could this person have done differently? Yeah, you could just say, hey, instead of 65,000, come to think of it, I think 50,000 would be good enough. So reducing your coverage amount. What else? I'm pointing at it. Deductible, right? Change your deductible to a 500. Because if you do a 200, you increase your premium by 10%. So I always tell students, look at this. And honestly, the answer is right in front of you. Reduce your coverage, go from comprehensive to standard, maybe refuse the $200 deductible, just stay with a 500, things like that. Okay, don't say don't pay taxes. Okay, I wish we had that option. I'm just not going to pay taxes, right? Like, you can't do that. That's a no-no, right? You're gonna be in trouble. Okay, next. 53 if you just joined. What's the annual cost to insure an apartment? There it is again. We're renting 80,000. Here you pay attention, okay? Standard. By the way, the coverage and standard comprehensive gives you the number you need to pick from the chart, all right? That is basically the first thing you need to know. Then it's a $200 deductible. I'm asking before and after tax. Why am I doing before and after? Because the province will sometimes just say before tax for some reason, and other times they will ask after tax. So you need to be comfortable showing both, right? If you understand that, then it's just read the question carefully. So here we go, insurance. This is the painful one. May I do something here to make your lives easier? Let's make a big, what do we do here? Pink. I'm going to do pink. I'm going to highlight that. And I'm going to say, like, I'm going to make an arrow saying over 75,000. Okay? Exclamation mark. Just do a few, not too many. Okay? Just so you know, right? It's over 75,000, right? So that means you're going to have to pay extra, like above and beyond what the table shows you. So watch what I'm going to do. 75,000 comes from it. There, it's not a magic number. I'm going to go minus 75,000. So it's $5,000. This is what I call that weird word that some of you are like, does it mean coverage or overage? What does it mean? I mean overage. Like you're over 75,000 by this much. You need to purchase additional insurance. So here we go. Scary, but not really. Make sure you have those square brackets there. You must pick a number. Remember, I told you that. This is 80,000 standard. So there is no 80,000. You go up to 75, right? So you pick the 359, and then you're going to pay this much extra for every $1,000 you go past the 75. So remember these two numbers. So I go 359, that's a mark right there, plus $5,000 times, this has to be per thousand like that, and that's where the 450 comes in. Okay. They told us they wouldn't change this table, but don't memorize like the numbers, because whatever table they give you on the exam, you just use those numbers, right? Focus on the steps. Square brackets. So this will give us the premium. And now we need to figure out, yeah, we want a $200 deductible, so we must include that. And we're going to do the taxes as well. So, right, $200 deductible after tax, right there. I think I'm going to come up with a creative way of making it even easier for you guys. I think I can do better than this. So give me a day and I'll come up with something cool. Well, I'm not going to promise, but I'll try. Insurance. Guys, look up here once. Please don't type all of this in one shot. It's probably gonna go wrong unless you know exactly what you're doing. Just go like this, okay? 359 plus. Let's figure out what this is. Okay, get rid of like ugly fractions and stuff like that. So you go 5,000 times 450 divided by 1,000. Just do that little chunk there. So what you just found out is you need to pay $22.50 extra above the 359 to make sure you have enough coverage. So this is $22.50. Okay, and then of course this follows you. And now we're going to add this up. So I just leave that on my calculator, the $22.50. I'm just going to go plus 359. It's $381.50. So technically, right, this just boils down to that. And then we're going to do this part. I need you to know that this, you're looking up here, this here, the $381.50, is a $500 deductible before taxes. As soon as you go times 1.10, it's a $200 deductible. And then as soon as you multiply by 1.07, it's after taxes. So that's kind of what's happening here. So I'm going to go 381 times 1.10. I'm going to do that separately. 419.65. I'm going to run out of room here, but I'm going to try. Okay, before tax. This number is before tax, so we're going to go get rid of that mouse there. Times 1.07. That's 449.03. This is really after tax, right? That would be, if the question asked for that, then that's really what I would be looking for. But I need you to understand everything along the way. If you don't understand what's happening along the way, I'm going to use a red pen, and I'm just going to go right here. I'm going to say that this is a $500 deductible. This one right here. That number would be your $500 deductible policy. If you want a $200, you pay more. Do you get your own cell phones, or do your parents get your phones? I don't know these days. You know how there's the return it or the buy and keep it? You know that one? If you return it, you pay less a month, but then at the end, if you want it, you need to pay more, right? That would be your $500 deductible. The $200 deductible would be the keep it one, right? Where you pay more every month, but then you get to keep it. It's sort of an analogy, but not the best. But I'm trying to figure out what would work for you, because let's face it, none of you ever got insurance, or maybe you were with someone that bought insurance. I don't know, but you can ask your parents or guardians or family members, like, do we have house insurance? And they should know the answer. Okay, one more. I'm going to go a little faster on this one because I have a feeling some of you already did this. So I'm just going to go cost insured apartment. That's tenant. Oh, this is over. So I'm going to go minus 75K right away. That's what, 45,000? 45,000 overage. So if this makes your life easier, just do it right there. Okay, so here we go. Insurance. I need to grab a number. This is comprehensive. Okay, so you max out. So you go 75. So it's 454. Plus you need to buy extra insurance. And because you're under comprehensive, it's $550 per $1,000 of extra coverage. Make sure you have that square bracket there. It wants comprehensive. Oh, sorry, $500 deductible. So this is not going to happen, right? This part. If you want to, you can do this. Right? $500 deductible means it's canceled, and you want before taxes. So this is also gone. Okay? Before tax gets rid of that 0.07. So it actually is a bit less work. Yay, less work. Okay? 454 plus, I'm going to keep the square brackets there. 45,000 times 550 divided by 1,000. Oops, no brackets. Yeah. 247.50. That's a lot of extra you need to purchase, right? But you're going so much over the limit. Plus 454. 701.50 is the answer here. That's before taxes. So I hope that was a good refresher. I'm going to do whiteboard work.